Hello, students. Let's continue the poem Vocation written by Rabindranath Tagore. The central idea of the poem. The poem displays a child's yearning and wishes. Yearning means feeling, longing for something is called yearning. It speaks about how a child is unaware of the harshness connected to daily life and get attracted to various things in life. A young school-going boy is the speaker of this poem, who craves for the freedom to do what he wants without the slightest fear of a scolding from an elder. He wants to lead a carefree life like the hawker, gardener, and the watchman whom he encounters in his daily life. Now let's see some new words, unfamiliar words from the poem. Gong is a metal bell. Lane, narrow street. Crystal, transparent glass. Hawker, a person who sells things on the road by shouting. That person also called vendor. Take him task, it's a phrase. Take him task means scold someone in correction. Spade, a tool used for digging soil. One-eyed giant, reference to a character from Greek mythology. It's a character taken from Greek mythology and its reference given to the street lamp. Chasing the shadow, following an imaginary goal or target is called chasing the shadow. Let's see stanza-wise explanation of the poem. Name of the poem, Vocation. Meaning of vocation, strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation is called vocation. This poem is written by well-known Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore, who was awarded with the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. A young schoolboy is the speaker of this poem. This poem displays a child's yearning and wishes. It speaks about how a child is unaware of the harshness connected to daily life and gets attracted to various things in life. In this poem, a child speaks about his wishes and attraction. It shows the state of his wavering but innocent mind. Wavering means quality of being unstable. He is not stable. His mind is not fixed on any one vocation. But as he sees different people at different time of the day, he wants to be like them. So his state of mind is wavering but innocent. 3 different points of time during the day, he notices different people and get impressed by their free choices and independent way of life. When the gong sounds 10 in the morning and I walk to school by our lane, every day I meet the hawker crying bangles, crystal bangles. The child said that when the gong struck and made a sound to declare the first part of the day, it was 10 o'clock. He said that this was also the time for him to go to school. And on his way to school, he used to watch a salesman who would shout bangles, crystal bangles to sell his bangles. The figures of speech of first line is onomatopoeia. Why? Because this word gong is a onomatopoetic word. And we know that if onomatopoetic word occurs in a line, the figures of speech of that line is onomatopoeia. Every day I meet the hawker crying bangles, crystal bangles. It's a repetition. The word bangles are repeated in this line. So the figures of speech of this line is repetition. There is nothing to hurry him on. There is no road he must take, no place he must go to, no time when he must come home. I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. While looking at the vendor, the child had a thought that the vendor was free. He was in no hurry to reach anywhere, unlike the child who had to reach to his school on time, come back home. So he thought that the bangle seller was free of any time constraint, place boundation, means he was free to move to any place unlike him. So he felt as if he was under strict observations. The child's life is strict observation, under observation, and the vendor was enjoying complete freedom. So he wants to be like him. There is nothing to hurry him on. Is alliteration, as the initial sound H is repeated in this line. Again, the line, I wish I were a hawker, spending my day in the road crying bangles, crystal bangles. It's a repetition. Bangle word is repeated. Next line. When at 4 in the afternoon I come back from the school, I can see through the gate that house, the gardener digging the ground. He does what he likes with his spade. He soils his clothes and with dust. Nobody takes him to task if he gets baked in the sun or gets wet. I wish I were a gardener, digging away at the garden with nobody to stop me from digging. When the child comes back from the school, he sees a gardener working with a spade through the gate. He sees that the gardener is working with his spade. Spade is a tool. With that tool, he is working in the house. The gardener is his own master. He soils his clothes, gets wet in the rain, but nobody scolds or punishes him. If he gets his clothes dirty with the soil, if he get wet, if he get burned in the sun, nobody scolds or punishes him. The child wishes he too were a gardener, free to do what he liked. So here in this stanza, in this time of the day, the child wants to be gardener. Just as it gets dark in the evening and my mother sends me to bed, I can see through my open window the watchman walking up and down. The lane is dark and lonely, and the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. The watchman sings his lantern and walks with his shadow at his side, and never once goes to bed in his life. I wish I were a watchman, walking the street all night, chasing the shadows with my lantern. So at night, when the child's mother sent him to bed, the child sees the watchman through the window. The watchman is on duty. The lone man, who is the lone man? The watchman is the lone man. The lone man carries a lantern and keeps walking in the lane all night. The child envies the watchman. He too wants to go about freely and do what he likes. He wants to be the watchman. When he sees the watchman moving on the road, walking on the lone road, the road is dark and lonely. No one accompanies the watchman on the road. He can swing his lantern, he can walk through the road alone. No one send him to bed. So he wants to be like the watchman and to enjoy the night freely roaming outside on the road. The line watchman walking up and down is antithesis. Two opposite meaning words come in a same line. Up and down, two opposite words. So antithesis. The next line, the street lamp stands like a giant with one red eye in its head. It's a simile. The street lamp is compared with a giant, directly compared with a giant. So it's a simile. I wish I were a watchman walking in the street all night, chasing the shadow with my lantern. It's alliteration. The initial sound W is repeated. And student, as we go through this poem, one thing we understand that there is no rhyme scheme in this poem, as there is no uniformity in rhyme, rhythm, the length of the line also not same. The stanzas, the number of lines in the stanzas are not same. No uniformity in rhyme, rhythm. So such poem is called free verse poem. The poet Rabindranath Tagore has successfully caught the reader's attention and wants the young to focus on what they wish to become. So you have to focus on the goal, focus on the aim. 3 vocations are mentioned in the poem, and the young child would like to become bangle seller, gardener, security guard. But finally, the decision must be made by us. This is the idea that the poet has succeeded in making us understand. This poem shows us that we cannot become everything in life. We have to choose and decide what we wish to become, and then work hard to achieve our desire. I hope, children, you understand this poem very well. Write the poem, new words, warming up activity in your classwork. Thank you.